Well, it's Wellness Wednesday here on the program, and Dr. Edmund Rhett of Rhett Women's Center has been keeping women healthy for decades, and he's here right now with more cost-effective options for you and your procedures. Hi there, Dr. Rhett. How are you?
I'm fine, Laura. How are you?
It's wonderful to have you here. You like our new house?
I like it. It's a nice set.
It's
really,
beautiful.
Really pretty
it's beautiful.
Cool.
All right.
Good
Well, we
job.
got to talk about the cost-effective options that you have for women that you have available.
Clearly, a third of women over 35 finish their childbearing have awful period problems, and we have multiple solutions to that, one of which is a permanent solution called NovaSure. We've done more than just anybody around. We have an accredited office-based surgery center, and so we can have an anesthesiologist there keeping patients very comfortable during the procedure. We save thousands of dollars by doing it this way over the cost compared to the hospital.
Because that used to be the thing to do, is go to the hospital and get all these procedures done, but now women don't have to do that anymore.
They don't. The hospital procedures are about somewhere over $10,000, where they're about $2,500 in our office.
All right, well, speaking of these procedures that you can do in your office, you have temporary and permanent means of contraception. So let's talk about, first of all, the temporary means.
Well, if you're talking about controlling bleeding, you might want to use birth control pills. If you're tired of that, an intrauterine device called Mirena really will keep you safe from pregnancy as well as eliminate a lot of your period problems. If you're ready to make a permanent solution, you can do an intrauterine tubal ligation called an Essure. If you have a bleeding problem, we can do an ablation procedure called NovaSure.
Okay,
we do all of those in the office.
And I know that we have video. What are we looking at right here,
You're looking
Dr.
at the
Rhett?
NovaSure procedure, which goes up, and it's a radio frequency, which means it's sort of like electric cautery, and it cauterizes the inside wall of the uterus, and period problems are eliminated 97% of the time when you have this done.
And like you said, this is permanent, but the great thing about it, Dr. Rhett, you can go in, get the procedure done. It takes about how long?
You're in the office for less than an hour.
And the recovery is amazing.
And the next day you're back at work.
Which there used to be a time where you talked about 6 weeks to 8 weeks if you were getting a hysterectomy or something like that.
Hysterectomy is a much bigger procedure, way more costly than this. Of course, it's much more invasive. But for some women, it is a solution. I mean, their problems can't be fixed. There's not one size fits all in this whole thing. You have to sort of make a diagnosis and decide how you can best treat that particular patient.
There you go. Well, you're treating patients in 2 places now, Dr. Rhett. You have a new office over in Georgetown.
We do.
So that people don't have to worry about transferring themselves all the way to Mount Pleasant. There's a convenient location up there as well.
It is, and I've always had lots of patients from Georgetown, and in this oil gas crisis that we have.
Oh, my goodness.
We can drive up once a week and see patients instead of 20 or 30 patients driving down during the week.
Right, but if you have to get a procedure done, then you have to do that in the Mount Pleasant office.
Right, that's where our accredited office-based surgery center is.
Okay, also, let's say women just have questions for you, Dr. Rhett. They're just not sure. They want to do this, but they're not really sure. They might want to have kids, but they're not really sure. Maybe a consultation is for them.
Right, and they can get to us, they can look on the web at Rhett Women's Center, or they can call us at 843-375-2210.
Perfect. And you're located at 725 Long Point Road. Very easy to find you, and you're always there to help. All we got to do is make sure that we give a phone call, right?
That's exactly right, Laura. Thank you.
Also want to make sure that people know that if they have any insurance questions, maybe, that they should still call the office, because the ladies in your office can help them with those.
That's exactly right. And I want to point out one more thing. Dr. David Smith is also there at the Rhett Women's Center with me, and he's been doing gynecology for over 32 years also. So we have an experienced team of both professionals as well as our office staff just knows what to do.
Well, Dr. Rhett, thank you so very much. He's got 2 office locations, one in Mount Pleasant and one in Georgetown, so make sure that you visit them. Call them first. Thanks for visiting our new house.
I like it.
Thank you
Nice
so
to
much,
see
Dr.
you.
Rhett. It's good to see you. All right, we're back with more Low Country Live coming up after the break. Stay with us.